The night was dark and foreboding as I stood at the edge of the forest, the wind whispering through the towering trees. Trembling, I gazed into the abyss that lay before me, a realm of mystery and terror. I had heard the stories, the whispers that spoke of an enigmatic entity known as Slenderman. Against my better judgment, curiosity compelled me to embark on a journey that would forever alter the course of my life. Armed with a camera and a flickering flashlight, I stepped cautiously into the dense woods. The air grew thick with a tangible sense of unease, as if the very trees were alive and watching my every move. Shadows danced around me, their elongated forms mocking and menacing. As I ventured deeper, an overwhelming silence settled, broken only by the crackling of twigs beneath my feet. It was as if the forest held its breath, aware of an intruder in its midst. Goosebumps prickled my skin, a telltale sign that I was treading on forbidden ground. A pale moon cast an ethereal glow through the canopy above, illuminating a path that seemed to appear out of thin air. I followed it, an invisible force urging me forward. It felt as if I had become a pawn in a twisted game, a game orchestrated by the very entity I sought to uncover. Hours slipped away like sand through my fingers, time losing all meaning as the forest seemed to stretch into eternity. The night was a haunting symphony of rustling leaves and distant whispers, echoes of forgotten souls. Doubt gnawed at my resolve, but the burning desire for answers pushed me onward. Then, in the distance, I caught sight of a towering figure, Slenderman. He stood amidst the gnarled trees, his presence suffused with an unearthly aura. Panic surged through my veins, and my heart pounded in my chest, threatening to burst free. Yet I couldn't tear my eyes away from his featureless face. Every instinct screamed at me to flee, to turn back and escape the clutches of this malevolent being. But a flicker of determination burned within me. I raised my camera, trembling hands capturing the image of Slenderman, forever etched into the fragile film. As the flash illuminated the clearing, the world around me shifted. Reality twisted and contorted, as if the very fabric of existence was unraveling. My surroundings became distorted, as if I had stepped into a realm between dreams and nightmares. I was caught in Slenderman's web, a prey ensnared by its predator. A cacophony of whispers swirled around me, their voices laced with madness. They spoke of ancient evils, forgotten realms, and the eternal hunger of Slenderman. Paranoia wrapped its icy fingers around my mind, each whisper an insidious seed that sprouted tendrils of fear. Days turned into a hazy blur as I lost all sense of time. Hallucinations danced at the periphery of my vision, twisted and grotesque manifestations born from the depths of my terror. Slenderman's presence seeped into my very soul, his insidious influence infiltrating my thoughts, fragmenting my sanity. I found myself wandering through a labyrinth of distorted corridors, each step leading me deeper into the heart of darkness. Faces of lost souls flickered in and out of existence, their hollow eyes reflecting the torment I had come to know. I was trapped within the twisted realm of Slenderman, a captive of my own insatiable curiosity. But amidst the chaos, a sliver of clarity emerged. I realized that to escape this nightmare, I had to confront the source of my torment. With a renewed determination, I pressed forward, my heart pounding in my chest. I had come too far to turn back now. The forest seemed to grow denser, the trees closing in around me like skeletal hands. Whispers grew louder, their voices intertwining in a cacophony of madness. I pushed through the oppressive atmosphere, my every step an act of defiance against the grip of Slenderman's influence. And then, I reached the heart of the labyrinth. A clearing bathed in an eerie glow greeted my weary eyes. Slenderman stood before me, his towering figure casting a long, dark shadow. My breath caught in my throat as his tendrils unfurled, reaching out like ethereal extensions of his will. With a surge of adrenaline, I mustered the last vestiges of my strength. I raised my camera, my trembling hands focused on capturing the truth, no matter the cost. I snapped a photo, the flash illuminating the clearing in a blinding burst of light. But instead of freezing Slenderman in place, the flash seemed to incite a wrath within him. The clearing distorted, reality warping like a canvas being stretched to its limits. I stumbled backward, disoriented and overwhelmed by the sheer force of the entity's power. As the world around me unraveled, Slenderman's tendrils wrapped around me, ensnaring my body in a suffocating grip. His featureless face loomed inches away, devoid of mercy or remorse. It was a face that belonged to the abyss, to the shadows that lurk within our deepest fears. In that moment, a choice presented itself. Accept the fate of becoming yet another lost soul consumed by Slenderman's grasp, or fight against the encroaching darkness. Summoning every ounce of willpower, I resisted, refusing to be devoured by the entity's insatiable hunger. With a surge of desperation, I fought against the tendrils that held me captive. Their grip loosened, giving me a fleeting opportunity to escape. I stumbled backward, adrenaline fueling my every movement as I raced through the distorted maze of the forest. Finally, I burst through the veil of darkness, the world returning to its familiar form. I collapsed to the ground, gasping for breath, my body battered and bruised. But I was free. Free from Slenderman's clutches, free from the nightmare that had consumed me. Days turned into weeks, and the memory of my encounter with Slenderman lingered like a haunting specter. I knew that I had glimpsed into a realm beyond comprehension, a world where fear reigned supreme. It was a reminder that some mysteries should remain untouched, some entities left to dwell in the shadows. To this day, I bear the scars of that harrowing experience. The whispers of Slenderman continue to haunt my dreams, a constant reminder of the boundary between curiosity and insanity. And though I have emerged from the abyss, forever changed, I know that Slenderman lurks in the depths of our collective imagination, waiting for those foolish enough to seek him out. And so I share my tale as a cautionary warning. Beware the allure of forbidden knowledge, for in the pursuit of truth, one may inadvertently become entangled in the sinister web of Slenderman, forever lost to the darkness that lies within us all.